What's that? Is that it? No, that's a rock. So it's got to be up here somewhere. If this thing doesn't just make you feel safe, I don't know what will. That's got to be it. Yes, I did walk right past it. What is this? I expect to find these ruins shortly, so stick with me, okay? The forest is alive, and it's humid out here. I'm sweating. Sweating like a Kentucky hog on a hot August night, right? Hey everybody, Brett here for TopoRanger, and welcome to another adventure. Today we're out in the middle of the woods here looking for the ruins of a pottery kiln. I haven't found them yet, but the directions are pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I was tipped off by a subscriber of mine. If you're watching this video, you know who you are, so thanks a lot. All right, I seem to have picked up a little trail, or somewhat of a trail, and the ground is starting to get a little more dry. No luck with the ruins yet, but I did find this super stable tree stand here. Another high quality hunting stand. This one, let's see how stable this one is. That's actually better than the other one. You could actually stand up there and not worry about the whole thing collapsing. Here, you see this landscape, this terrain here? This is what it's like. You got a little island of grass and moss. It's very soft. In between you have this muck, which is look at that. Now I don't know why this is so wet here. And I punctured my new muck boots with something, so I haven't fixed them yet. So I don't have my muck boots on. I'm just going with my regular hiking boots. I gotta go from earthy clump to earthy clump in order to not sink. All right, we seem to be hitting a little bit of a elevation increase here, so maybe that'll get us out of the muck. Some old rusty culverts. What's that? I've never seen the ruins of a pottery kiln, so I don't know what I'm looking for. If it's a furnace or a lime kiln, I think I can find this pretty well. But pottery kiln, I'm assuming it's some type of structure that comes up and then is made of brick on the outside, maybe. I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe I overshot and I wasn't paying enough attention when I first took the right off of the stream trail. So, but I'm gonna keep going this way for a little while longer. I'll pick it up when I find something. There's a pile of rocks. All right, I'm coming up over the ridge. I'm heading back to where I took a right off the stream trail because my gut's telling me I walked right by it. So I had a thought. Pottery, if this is an old pottery kiln, I'm thinking that they must have gotten everything they needed to make the pottery from this local area. So in other words, I don't think they would be shipping in tons of material in order to make the pottery. And the bedrock we're on here is that granite, it's that diabase, it's that ironstone. It's basically granite with a lot of iron in it. And there is a sizable stream down here. So I'm wondering if maybe they pulled the clay and the muck from the stream, which would just be the broken down granite. Here's a whole pile of it, right? This actually looks like a wall. So if you take this stuff and you break it down with water and erosion, you're gonna get, I've seen this stuff in stream beds. It turns into like a red sand. And I'm wondering if, I don't know how much kind of clay it has in it, but I'm wondering if they use that. If you mix it with other stuff, it might make for really good pottery. So maybe they're pulling stuff right from this area. In that case, I would imagine it would be closer to the stream, which is down here. Again, just a theory, probably not right at all. But there is a wall here That looks like a pretty old wall. This forest itself, this forest doesn't look that old to me. You know, all the trees are kind of in a similar time frame, you know what I mean, in terms of the growth. So, you know, 100 years ago, this might have been a field. And again, why is that wall there? I don't know. Does that theory sound correct? I mean, it sounds like it makes sense to me. But, oh, hey, what's this? Hold on. No, it's just a piece of granite. All right, now I'm a little mixed up in terms of direction. Is this where I came down? Or is this something I passed? Pick it up when I figure it out, okay? Check out this giant granite boulder right there. It's kind of like, it's almost, here, let's, whoa. It's turning into almost like a devil's den kind of place here with these big boulders. I think I may have spotted it as I was standing on this rock contemplating maybe not being able to find it. I looked over there and I see a brick chimney or stack or something. So that must be it. It's about 100 feet. If I can find my way through the forest, or maybe I should go back there. And then I didn't bring my machete. I thought about it. I haven't got a new machete and I was going to bring it, and I was like, well, I don't know, maybe I won't bring it. I should have brought it. Oh, I found a trail now. Yep, this is it. So here we are. I was thinking it would be like a box or something. So under here, maybe these two spots. Oh, there's nice cool air coming out of there though. Maybe these were for air to suck in, right? Pull air into the bottom of the kiln. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna be careful though, because that whole wall there started to sway. And number one, I don't want to destroy the ruins. Number two, I don't want to get crushed beneath a wall that falls on me, because that's a lot of rocks. Okay, so I'm going to be careful. Here you can kind of see there's a remnant of the roof right here. So it would have went right up there, and there's the other remnant. So from here to here, a lot of the ceiling or the roof of the kiln is collapsed into it. It's bigger than I thought it would be. Now there's a brick wall there. I wonder why that brick wall is there. And here's the chimney, the stack. Hey, look at those. You see those bricks down there? It says Paxton Brick Co. There's another piece of the roof too. I mean, how much did this thing? Just the roof alone must have weighed, you know, tons. You know, with all these bricks. You see this? This almost looks like a. Maybe this is a piece of what they made here. So it almost looks like a mold, maybe a mold that they would put in there and fire it. Okay, here's the inside. Man, you gotta be careful. Yeah, the chimney looks okay. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. So they must have had it like filled with sand, and then they built the ceiling, and then they pulled all the sand out. I mean, or they had some kind of structure to hold up these bricks, because like I said before, how much did the roof of this thing weigh? It's surprising it's still in the condition it is. So the camera is right at the top of the stack there, top of the chimney. I'd say that's about 15 feet off the ground. Here's a brick. Now this is one of the, I think this is one of the interior bricks, because this looks like a refractory brick. Elk steel. Huh. I'm wondering if the construction of one of these is the same as an iron furnace, where they have an outer wall, then they have an inner wall of refractory bricks and like a Bosch and all that, and a hearth. I'm assuming The hearth would have been right here. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna tag this video with, like, you know, kiln, pottery kiln ruins. So if you're watching this video because you did a search and you came here and you know about this kind of stuff, tell me if what I'm theorizing here is correct. Here's another piece of something here. You see that? That looks like the base of something, doesn't it? Like the base. I wonder if they were making like flower, like heavy duty flower pots, because that's what that looks like over there. And here's the exterior. The other side. Oh yeah, here's some bricks right there. Wow. Okay, let's take a peek down through these holes here. All right, this next shot is dedicated to Dan Wildman. He was a host of one of my a show that I really like to watch, which was Cities of the Underworld. And if you have ever seen it, at a certain point in each episode, they do one of these shots where they go straight down. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so this goes clear to the other side. Let's get out the light. All right, I got the 2500 Hyper Tough. And we're gonna take a little peek inside this hole, or I don't know, what would you call this? The draft hole? There's the ceiling. The ceiling is constructed with the same material, that same granite. I'm not sure where the air would go up. Maybe that hole right there off to the right. But even just this short space here, it creates a nice cool draft coming out of it. Let's take a peek in this one. This is where that groundhog comes and rips my face off. All right, this is the other tunnel. And it looks the same as the other one. I mean, from what I can see, the roof is just solid granite slabs. And there's a nice cool breeze coming out of this one too. That's the fastest way to cool off if if you're out living out in the woods and you're in it's a hot environment. Just start stacking some stones and you'll create a cool draft in a little tunnel. All right, here's the back side, I guess what would be considered the back side, because there is what looks like to be an old road that used to come down here, and there was some stuff scattered around here. You see right there, it still has the here, there is one section of the roof that's right above that brick wall that's still completely intact, and it continues right up to the stack there. So it has like a base, and then it has a round form. Huh, nice. And it's just filled though. I mean, it's like there's at least 1 or 2 feet of fill in there. And there's what it looks like from a little farther away. Yeah, that's a good shot there. I'm gonna take some stills with my phone. But that's cool. Again, thanks for the tip. Anybody else out there have tips about stuff around in my area? Feel free to email me, TopoRanger@protonmail.com, TopoRanger@protonmail.com. Now this one says, so the one said steel, and this one says Paxton Brick Company, Paxtonville, Pennsylvania. I mean, there's multiple types of brick. I think there's at least 3 different types of bricks. There's a Fiske brick, Fiske. And then there was that steel one right there. Huh. Paxton brick. Now this just looks like a regular brick. I don't think this is a kiln brick or a refractory brick. And I guess this would have been the front right here. It looks like there was, yeah, definitely. You can tell. So here's a flat surface, so there would have been an opening right here, I'd imagine. So they would probably crawl in there, put all the stuff, arrange it in such a way, and then and then fire it up. But I don't know where they would have. I guess the hearth. I guess if this is the hearth, then they probably would have used or lit the fire right here. I can't see anything else. I can't see down in there. There's no real spaces other than there's two little draft tunnels. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Had a little trouble finding it, but not much. The directions were spot on. The ruins of a pottery kiln here in York County. I don't know how old it is. If you are familiar with this type of construction or kilns in general, pottery kilns, and if you can look at that and say, oh, it's at least 100 years old, oh, it's at least 50 years old, even just a general range, I would be really curious to know how old this is. I think the person who tipped me off to the location, I think he said that he used to come here as a kid. So I don't know actually how old he is, but gotta be, yeah, I don't know, I have no idea. So if you like this episode, if you like my stuff in general, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, follow me on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter now, don't forget that. This is Brett for TopoRanger, signing out.